the last top controversy we're going to talk about here is the one you've all been waiting to hear me talk about, because I know it's in the back of your mind. But it is, drumroll,
Mr. Jar Jar Binks.
Jar Jar Forkin Binks. We could start a whole new episode right now just talking about Jar Jar. 1999, The Phantom Menace. This little Gungan, this big-eared, flappity-mouthed Gungan, who it sparks so many different controversies. One of which is the race topic, right? Is Jar Jar racist towards either Jamaican or black or any kind of foreign person or Pacific Islander? The other thing is that it just one ruined Star Wars, and today it's regarded as a terrible CGI animation, but at the time it was great. And George Lucas himself has stated that the reason why The Phantom Menace won't work is if Jar Jar Binks doesn't work. Partially, he was correct. Now, as a kid, Jar Jar Binks was actually a favorite of mine. I love Jar Jar Binks. I thought he was hilarious. He was one of the first toys I got from the Phantom Menace line of action figures, and he went everywhere with me, along with Darth Vader. So in those early days, too, I had speculated that Jar Jar Binks was a Sith the whole time. Yet another controversy about Jar Jar. I don't know. What are some...
There we go, episode 10. Episode 10, right there. That's why
the
in the
Jar
Force
Jar
Awakens...
cut.
That's why in Force Awakens, Disney didn't let JJ put the Jar Jar Gungan head, like, as a skull. Is because he's the next Lord, like Sith Lord. There it is.
I forgot about that.
We just debunked it.
I wish that happened. Yep, there it is. Yeah, him and Owen Lars. Don't forget about Owen. They were together. I don't know. So you like Jar Jar too at the beginning when we were kids?
As a kid. And then as I got older, and it was just, I used to like this guy. Then it was older, and then it was like, oh, get off the screen.
Yep, you're right. You know, I actually do enjoy a lot of The Phantom Menace, especially the pod race scene. I think it's one of the greatest achievements in filmmaking at all, as far as like miniatures and effects go. And I just really love that scene. But every time it intercuts with something with Jar Jar, it ruins that sequence for me. Yep. And so you're right. At the time, it was like, oh, Misa like a Jar Jar. And now it's just kind of like, oh my God, you're so forking annoying. But one thing that I will commend Jar Jar Binks for is the animation. The animators at the time were doing something very unique and special. And they created the very first motion capture, fully animated CGI character to screen. And it was also done on film, on the film medium. Phantom Menace, a lot of people forget, was shot on 35 millimeter film. So not only were these people creating this new digital stamp in its evolution, but they were also adapting it to the film medium. Later, they did it on digital, but I think it's a great achievement. You can watch tons of behind-the-scenes stuff on this stuff, and one of the animators for Jar Jar Binks, one of the creators, another woman, another female of the Force, and we talk about her in that one of those later episodes too. But there was a lot of work, a lot of effort put in. And at the time, it was a really great achievement. But it was shadowed by its annoyance and its poop humor and fart jokes. And it just didn't work for the time.
Smell like doo-doo.
Oh, my God. Have you seen those Screen Rant fake pitch meeting videos?
Yes.
So the one with the Phantom Menace, the guy's like talking. He's like, then we're going to have Jar Jar Binks come in. And he has no relevance to the story. He's just going to be really annoying. And the producer's like, yeah, but like, then why have him in here? And then the guy was like, and then he's going to step in poo. And then the guy was like, this is great. This is solid. This is gold. I don't know.
Have you seen the one with about Vader after the Rise of Skywalker?
The pitch meeting thing?
It's a little skit, I think, by Warp Zone.
No, I haven't. What is it?
And he basically walks in and he's like got a lay on him and like as if he's ready to like retire and go on vacation. He goes, the Rise of Skywalker's done. We did it. Like, I'm done. And then they go, No, 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 no. See, you don't get older. You're just a mask. You're here for life.
Oh my gosh. Another controversy. I don't know, man. There's tons to say about Jar Jar Binks. Everyone go, like, let me know what you think. It's also a great time for me to tell you about how, like, you know, there's every time I have a guest on here, they share their Star Wars story, and it helps bring the theme of this podcast to life, which is figuring out what makes Star Wars iconic. And the fact that we can have these conversations about controversies is one of those things, I believe, because it's such a huge impact on our culture. And when you think about the small things in life that almost made Star Wars not come to life, it is really beautiful. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, you can listen to my episode on the life of George Lucas based on the book that came out a few years ago. And it talks about how close Star Wars was to almost not being made. Not just one time, not just two times, but many, many times, at least 10. And we can go over that some other time. Are there any other controversies that you thought of while we were talking that just came to mind that you just want to honorably drop down?
Thought of a few, but I lost them.
Yeah. Well, there's tons, and there. Yeah.
Since we're kind of still on Jar Jar, what would you do if they actually did move forward with like episode 10 as our little joke that we just made? What if Jar Jar was the main villain going through 10, 11, 12? What would you do?
That's so tough. You know, for one, I'm very like, would he be the same character? Or would he flip a switch like Palpatine?
If he is going to be a villain, in my opinion, it would be like one of those movies like or TV shows like Naruto. I don't know if you watch that, but how like Toby flips a switch and like he's stupid in public, but then all of a sudden like when he's in like the den of the bad guys, he's like the guy, like he's the villain, everything else. If he was like that.
Yeah. So I can like that. Like everything was a facade. It was an alias. Jar Jar Binks was an alias, but really he's Darth Jar Jar. And that's when a real voice comes out, maybe a little distorted, darker, but he
still has to talk the same. He still has to talk the same speech and everything, because that is the way Gungans talk. Still has to talk that way. Because that's just the Gungans or the way they talk.
Well then, Dean, I'm done with Star Wars. I don't think I can see myself getting through that. But you know, Jar Jar is coming back, right? He's gonna be there. Disney Plus is doing a kids TV show, like a reality game show, and Jar Jar Binks is the host.
No.
And Ahmed Best is reprising his role as Jar Jar Binks. No. It's real. It's called like Jedi Temple Run or something.
No.
And I'm going to tie your ass to a chair and make you watch it.
I'm good.
Loop.
I'll stay on my coast then.
Well, that's Jar Jar Binks for you guys. Those are the 6 main top Star Wars controversies. There's more. There will be more, because we're going to continue to make Star Wars movies. Thank you so much for listening, and thank you, Dean, for coming on. We'll have you in again some other time, too.